Welcome to the Reese Report. I'm the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese, and we are back for my new favorite show, which is the locks of the week for the NFL. We are in week 13. Guys, I was horrible last week. I went 0-3. I had three teams that I picked at home that all lost outright. The NFL will humble you when you think you can do all right, then you do all wrong. I went from 6-0 to 6-3. Gil, 2-1, up to 7-2 on the year. Not bad. Broncos coming through for you again. The Bears covered the three at the end, so you got that one. But the Eagles just murdered the Rams, so that was your one loss. Jose, we haven't had you on the show for a while. You dropped to 3-6 last week. I believe, if I remember correctly,
I only
you
got the
had
Eagles right.
you got the Eagles. The Niners, you got unfortunate because of the Purdy injury. You probably would have changed that. And then the Cards got beat by the Seabags. But Jose's here to rebound. See, he's on the show this week, and watch, he's gonna go 3-0 because he's on the show this week. So it's early days. Gil with a good start. I had a pretty good start. Just last week was horrible. I just too many big spreads, didn't know what to take. I think every big spread last week either lost outright or did not cover the spread. So the NFL will humble you in many, many ways. But let's start with Jose since he hasn't been on the show. Give us your first lock of the week of three.
My first lock of the week is going to be tomorrow's Thanksgiving opening game. And I'm going to take the Bears at minus 9.5, plus 9.5.
Plus 9.5. Okay.
And
And
I'm taking
why?
also the over at 47.5.
Okay, a little bonus for you guys. Get over. Why the Bears to cover?
I just think the Lions come Thanksgiving games, they're 1-9 or whatever. This is a divisional game. The Bears are not that bad of a team. I think this spread is based on the Lions smoking everybody, but I think the Bears could keep this game close and keep it in the single digits. So that's why I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah, well, I agree. That's a nice pick. Gil, your first lock.
My first lock is I'm gonna take the Arizona Cardinals to cover the 3.5 against Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, and why do you like the Cards so much, especially after last week's embarrassment in Seattle?
Well, that's how it goes. An embarrassment, they work on it, and I just think Kyle Murray scrambling around is gonna be hard for Minnesota. They're not used to getting those scrambles.
That's true. They do blitz a lot, so Murray's going to have to run out of the pocket if they're going to have a chance for sure. Yeah, I think they can cover that too because I don't know, Minnesota, for whatever reason, I'm just not convinced by them. But they're hanging in there. I think they're 7-2 now, so or 8-2. I can't remember. I think they're 8-2 now, so they're hanging in there. Um, does Arizona win outright, Gil, or just by they just cover?
Well, I feel like this pick is like I did last week's when I took the Bears to cover, and I actually did say the Bears, if they lose, will be by a field goal.
Yeah.
So I would say if I think that half point is critical, I think if they do lose, it'll be by a field goal.
Okay. Here's my first lock of the week. It is the LA Chargers -1 at Atlanta. I think Atlanta is, like I said all year, I think they've been frauds all year. Kirk Cousins is coming back to earth, throwing picks all over the field. If you stop the Atlanta's running game and you get to Cousins, you're going to win. I think the Chargers can do that. They have a really good defense that ran into Cincinnati and Baltimore. Atlanta is not Cincinnati and Baltimore. I think Herbert's having a great season. He'll get to Atlanta's secondary, and the Chargers win this game. And it's only one, so I don't got to worry about by how much. I just think they win the game. So that's my first lock of the week.
I just think that game's a I think the Chargers will win as well. I just think Dobbs being out now for the year practically, it might hurt them in the back there. That's all.
I think they got Gus Edwards and they signed somebody else. I'm trying to remember. I think they signed somebody else, but they have Gus Edwards and somebody else. But we'll see how much that hurts them. But the way Herbert's playing, it may not matter. But you're correct. Dobbins being hurt does hurt them. So we'll see if that has an effect. Jose, who was your second lock of the week?
My second lock of the week is going to be minus 3.5, and I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys beating the Giants.
And
You guys think
why?
they're going to cover the 4? Why? Because you're going to get a quarterback that hasn't played all year. He's been backup all season. But the Cowboys defensively are getting healthier. They got some pressure to Jaden Daniels last week. I think they'll do the same thing this week to Locke. Giants are in shambles. And I think offensively, uh, what's his name? Cooper.
Cooper
What
Rush.
was his name?
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush will pull one out again this week, and their special teams will come up with another punt return or something like that. They'll pull it out. I think
Yeah.
they'll cover the 4 against the Giants.
Yeah. Cowboys need a home win bad. You can't lose to the Giants at home, man. They own them like 14-1 against Giants the last
Mm-hmm.
15. So good pick. Gil, second lock of the week.
My second lock of the week, I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans covering the 4 against Jacksonville. I just think the Texans had a bad week and they're gonna recover. Jacksonville's the perfect team to play against for that, and I just think they're gonna go there and just give them pajama.
Yeah, that's a big game for Houston. They can't be messing around with that one. So good pick. All right, my second lock of the week is the Denver Broncos -5.5 at home to Cleveland. The Broncos defense has been great all year, and has allowed Bo Nix to run the offense the way he wants to run it. They also have a decent enough running game now as they've got, I can't say his name, Austin something is in there running for them with Javonte Williams and Chester McLaughlin. There's got a bunch of guys running, and the receivers have been great. Vele and Sutton have been good. So I just think they're just going to keep it rolling, and the Browns will pick off Winston a bunch of times and probably have some defensive touchdowns, and they win the game easy. I got Denver -5.5. Jose, your last lock of the week.
My last lock of the week is going to be the Oakland Raiders covering a 13 against the Chiefs.
And why do you think that will happen other than the Chiefs never blow out anybody?
It's just divisional game, high spread. Raiders always play them tough, no matter who's back at quarterback. I think O'Donnell gives them a better chance than Minshew to play. Honestly, so that's why I'm taking the Raiders just to cover. I think they're gonna lose the game by 9, 10, whatever. By 13 is a lot. I see them covering. They played them already at the beginning of this year. They should have won at home. They lost by 7. But like that's a high spread, and especially divisional games. You always take the spread, so I'm taking the spread there at 13.
Gil, your third lock of the week.
My third lock of the week is gonna be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking it 5.5 against Carolina Panthers. The Bucks are fighting for the division. They need to win, and they know they're battling it out with Atlanta, and they need to win, even though the Panthers are in last. But the Panthers are trying to play spoilers. But I just think Baker Mayfield is just playing amazing this year, and it's going to be a little bit too much for them.
Yeah, Baker has played unbelievable this year. Despite the injuries, they've been very, very good. Oh, let's see. Okay, so my third lock of the week, I had a lot of trouble with this. Uh, the uncertainty of the Bills game. I was originally going to take the Bills at a 7, but with not knowing whether Purdy's playing or not, it may not be a great spread to take. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to cover 3.5 against Cincinnati. If Cincinnati wins the game, it'll be a field goal game. It will not be a blowout. It'll be a close game. Cincinnati's played close games all year long. They're 1-4 at home. And so it will be a close game, whether Pittsburgh wins or loses. I say it's a 3-point game. Money McPherson has not been reliable this year. He's missed 2 game-winning field goals. And Boswell's one of the best kickers in the game. So I say a close game that ends by 3 by either team, and therefore I cover the spread at 3.5. So those are our locks of the week. Are there any bonus plays you want to tell the people about before we go?
Yes, take Yukon Huskies 7.5 tonight. The college basketball against Dayton Flyers.
The team that's lost 2 in a row. Okay. All
Yes,
right.
take them tonight. 7.5. Smash.
Okay. Okay. If I get the show out in time, guys, you guys can do that. Take that. Gil, do you have any like bonus plays that you might like that weren't locks on your picks there? I'll tell you this, that Giants Dallas game, expect a lot of running. Rico Dowdle and Tyron Chasey, they're gonna run the ball a lot. So try to pick overs there. Um Gil, do you have anything that
I would
is
I
on the
would say
bonus?
I would say the Indianapolis Colts with New England. I see a 43. I think that would be an under. I don't see
Hmm.
20 points in that game.
Hmm.
Uh,
Eagles Ravens should go over. I think that should be
should
high
go over,
scoring.
yeah. That should
Yeah.
be high scoring, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, man. Not really. I think if they're gonna shut down each other's run game, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be under.
Yeah. What about the Dolphins Packers? Is that an over for you, Gil?
I don't know because it's cold. A lot of running
Yeah.
will kill the clock. Remember,
Hmm.
the more running you do, not you're killing clock on taking points away off the board, right? So, I would 48. I don't know. That's a little. I don't know. The
Yeah,
Packers are
these
good
are
for
tough ones.
20.
Yeah.
I don't know about Miami, but Packers are good for 24 points, I would say.
Yeah, these are tough ones. The only ones I would kind of mention are maybe Cleveland, Denver to go under the total because of the lower offense totals, and even the Chargers, Falcons maybe they go under, but there aren't like those like for sure things this week. I will say this: Bucky Irving is going to have a field day against Carolina's defense. So take him to go over. He's been rushing for over 100 yards. If you got the pass run option, where you get to get combined, he's going over that as well. So that's another one you can take.
Take the under in the 49ers game. If there's a lot of snow,
Oh, that's true
it's
too.
gonna be under.
I can't
It's
imagine
gonna
there'll
be
be
under.
too much scoring in that game. There'll be a lot of running, but not too much scoring. So that should be interesting. All right. Well, there's our locks of the week. As I said, Gil leads the way at 7-2. I am at 6-3. Jose's at 3-6. But if you bet with me and Gil specifically the last couple of weeks, or you've seen us on the show talking, you made money on us for sure, even with juice. So keep that in mind. Keep watching the show. It's like 10 minutes long. Subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what you think. Give us your picks, and then we'll keep doing this. And we hope you guys enjoy the show. But until then, I'm the Mountain North Andrew Reese. That's Jose Carlos Gomes staying up with me tonight, and Gilbey Santos, who hopes his Packers leave Miami out in the cold and with frozen fish all over the field. Meanwhile, our 49ers got to go to Buffalo and freeze our asses off too. So it's not going to be a fun time, I don't think, but we'll see. It's the NFL. Anything can happen, as you know. So if you're over 500 and you have a good record, you're doing something right. We'll see you next week on the Reese Report. And as always, hit my music.